Arsenal, a Sparrow Knights podcast hosted by Lord Hood, Lazarus Clay, and Zagreus.
Hit it.
Okay. Episode 76, recorded on April 27th, 2014. This is Lord Hood.
This is Zang.
And this is Lazarus Clay. And welcome back after 2 weeks of absence to a podcast where we talk about Sparrow Knights. Mostly. It's a good day to be Sparrow... it's a good day to be Sparrow Knights. It's a good day to be a Sparrow Knights podcast host. Because
Indeed
there's lots to talk about. And so let's give some background information, context, and stuff before we get on. We've not had a show in 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago I was out of town. Last week was Easter. We weren't able to meet, but the awesome people, Sir Greenlink and HRPB, made episode 74.5, which was pretty awesome. The Arsenal Codcast, the podcast all about the history of fish. Yeah, it was basically awesome. So hopefully you heard that and caught up with that. It was great.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, what was it? I can't... I remember it was Lord Haddock. It was one of the... And it was... I can't remember.
I don't remember anything.
HRPV in the chat says, Lat says, hit it. Lord Hood then punches him in the face. Thanks. Alright, also, Zang is joining us not actually from his normal place in... Where do you actually live? Somewhere in Haven? Or...
I live with Biscotti.
Oh, right.
Somehow
So he, like,
she
sleeps
still
on the
lets me
floor in a sleeping bag in the lab.
She lets me live with her despite the incident, but whatever.
But, yeah, so where are you right now?
I'm somewhere in depth 25. I think I hit a graveyard somewhere. I don't know.
And we're just
unfortunately, the only thing the HQ decided to give me instead of some high-tech device is this crap walkie-talkie. That's why it sounds like I'm talking out of a tin can.
Yeah. But, we're like, hey, Zag! And he's talking to us back on this walkie-talkie thing. He's like, what? Like, it's time for a podcast. Do you want a podcast? I'm kind of on a mission right now. We're like, do the podcast anyway, so he's kind of joining us.
I'll do what I can, but like
if you're about to die, just scream.
If there's any sound behind me, I'm gonna turn that walkie-talkie off. I'm probably not gonna hear from you for another 5 minutes.
Alright. Good to know. Well, we have this, like, the colors are inverted on this lockbox. It's like all orange and white instead of red and black. Or instead of blue and black, it's orange and white. Because it's the anti-lockbox this week. So, instead of putting a key in it,
we don't even need to open it.
Well, it gives us a key instead of us giving it a key. So, we'll pull that out. And then close the lockbox, and it will have what we won't be talking about on the show today, which is a strange twist of fate. But so I'm going to close the lockbox, and inside the anti-lockbox we have what we're not going to be talking about on the show today, which includes spoilers about the Gunner update, which is in testing right now. We will talk about there. Now you know, Gunner update's in testing.
Server.
What's that? Sorry.
That's why they put up the public beta server. I saw that yesterday.
Yep. Should be fun, but we will not be the ones talking about it.
Yes, you have to go on to what's that website?
Forums.sparrowknights.com.
Yeah. Like that.
Where everyone else
Spoilers.com.
There you go. We will not be talking about large amounts of spaz about the results of the Good Day for a Night contest. In fact, we're barely going to mention that. We are not going to be hearing episode 75, which has been stolen. We had the file, but it's been stolen by the Prismatic Bolted V Syndicate. So
don't worry, we're sending our best units to get it.
Yes.
God rest their souls.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. And once we recover the episode, we will play it for you. Hopefully, we'll have the recording back before the Gunner update, so we can play it before we're stuck talking about guns for like 5 episodes. But if not, then episode 75 may be like the lost episode or something like that. Because
we'll release it when we leave forever.
That could be it too.
I don't know.
But it's not here. It's not here this week, unfortunately. It's been stolen, so we will recover it eventually.
Yeah, we have our best people working on it.
Maybe.
All of my gremlin spies.
Yes. Lord Hood is very resourceful. Unfortunately, the prismatic
bolted
bolted
down
V's...
here right now, but you'll never know.
Dun dun dun. And then, lastly, you won't be hearing much noise because it's the calm before the storm. The gunner update is coming, in case we didn't make that obvious. That's basically all we are going to say about it. And if you've given 3 Rings money in the last month, 2 months, something like that, then you can get on the Spiral Knights test server and see what all the fuss is about if you are into the spoilers thing. So, other than that, gunner update is...
Not really much spoilers when you think about it, because more than likely they're probably just going to be reskins. But what do I know? I'm not 3 Rings.
I promise you, they're not all reskins.
Well, that's going to be comforting.
Yeah, it's actual new content. And actually, there's a whole lot of it. And some might argue that there's too much of it. But we will argue about... Lord Hood shot me in the face. No spoilers.
We've already got a buttload of... Guys, we got a buttload of swords. We have a buttload of bombs. What do we not have a buttload of? Guns.
We actually have about the same number of each, with more swords than anything else.
But apparently they think they need to add more guns.
Oh, they need to make guns better, because they're...
I want a new weapon type.
50 more guns, 50 more bombs, 50 more swords.
Is there a new weapon type being added?
I
Maybe.
want a new
That
weapon
would be
type.
interesting.
I think one of them is, but if you are, if you spoil in the chat, we'll spoil you in the chat.
We'll
Let's
eviscerate
just
you.
say it. Let's say it like that.
Spoil in the chat. I can't see the chat, so if you spoil in the chat, I will hunt you down and I will
Spoil them.
do things. I will find you in a dark alley.
And
Betty
your
is
face
there.
will meet Betty.
Yes.
All right. This podcast
Betty
does
likes
not,
meeting people.
Yeah.
She likes it very much.
This podcast does not promote spoilers, so let's not do that. Instead, let's
You,
move
however,
on to...
find it funny when people think we care.
Yeah. Zang, how was your week?
So, Medicine, how was your week?
Bud, how was your week? Mission report goes something like this. By the way, if SpiralCon ever happens to be a thing, be sure to ask Lord Hood, like, play one of the podcast bumpers and ask Lord Hood to dance for you, because he's got the moves. It's quite fun.
I'm gonna have to listen to this particular episode so I see what you guys what you mean by tin can, because I'm assuming what it sounds like.
It just sounds really processed. It's compressed.
Yeah, that bumper is one of my favorites.
I am ZangBot.
I like the bumper too. It's the ZangBot. Zangrius 2000. All right.
I am currently in place of my owner until he comes back from his mission of seeking the lost episode.
So since ZangBot, since you've been so busy replacing your master, you probably haven't had much time to play games this week, I
It's
imagine.
the name of the episode. ZangBot.
Actually, I was able to get in a short but delightful run on the current daily mission. It was primarily a test to see if my servers were still capable of handling while my owner was out. It proved to be successful.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Hood, what about you?
I haven't really been doing anything. I've been busy all week.
Okay. People listening to this podcast, either here in the live stream at livestream.com/thearsenalpodcast, or else if you're listening to this on YouTube or off the website or on iTunes, send us an email or contact us and say, keep ZangBot or melt ZangBot into slag. Because
I would rather that not be the case. Can't I just be shut down and put into storage until needed again?
why do that when you could be melted into slag? ZangBot 2000.
Because I costed a lot of money, and I don't think Zang would appreciate you melting me down into nothing.
Actually, Zang said that he got most of his computer parts from Walmart,
You
so I don't
don't
think it was
know
that expensive.
Zang wants, so shut up.
Green link in the chat says, kill it before it becomes sentient.
I'm not sentient. I'm only smart enough to be able to comprehend the commands inputted by my owner.
/ shut up. Okay. ZangBot solved. I'm just kidding. Oh, man. Alright. I ran a Shadow Lair run. Got invited by Kaerap, is how you say the name. Well, I think he wants to change his name to Sacred Boomkin. I'm not exactly sure. He did say he wants to...
Of that name change, that actually sounds a lot better than Karap. No offense meant.
Yeah, he says to pronounce it, you're supposed to say Karap, but to avoid it being crap.
That seems a bit redundant, or that seems a bit odd considering how the name appears to be framed in the notes.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, he invited me to a run. I invited Sir Greenlink, and we did an Ice Queen, and it was fun. Ice Queen is probably the simplest of the shadow layers, but it does mean I've done all the shadow layers finally.
Yeah, I do like the Ice Queen.
Considering the similarities seen between the two, it is highly logical that it is a simple ice reskin, but we would not know. I have not been there before.
Well, I have, and I can tell you that it dies just as quickly.
Yeah,
but the rest of it's fun.
I haven't done Darkfire Vanity though. That's the only one I haven't done.
Takes a long time. Oh my goodness, it's like a 90-minute run.
That's just shadow.
No wonder I have not done it.
Yep. And then I'm still seeking the Violet chap that will probably never appear on the flash sale. Yes,
Chances
Violet.
of receiving Violet Shepo from auction based on research done on other members. Chances are 0.0000000.
He's just going to keep doing this for a while, so I'm going to keep talking.
5 cents.
Okay, can we exchange the ZangBot for the Zang back, please?
Fine.
Reconnect to the Depth 25 graveyard?
Go back to storage, ZangBot. Okay.
Okay.
Have a nice day. I will bring death to you all.
He's becoming sentient.
No, he's not.
Well, he just got kicked and he fell over. Or something. And then I got some more Maximus Efficiency, my soon-to-be alt, grounded out. We had a stream last weekend, and it was fun. We did a bunch of Snarblacks, and I learned that I never thought this was possible. You know, when you're fighting the Snarblacks, you kind of assume that you wait for him to start biting at you, and he bites towards the middle of the playfield, and then you hit the bell.
Yep.
But instead, what I did was anytime he was doing anything else, flinging spikes or just roaring, you can shield bump him, and he just slides into the middle, and then you shoot the bell, and it works. Mm-hmm. It was beautiful. I said on the stream, I don't know how many people do that already, but it was news to me, and I was like, whoa, that's cool.
I tried doing the shield bumping thing before, but then again, I was doing it by myself, which is dumb.
Yeah, most people don't have to fight this stuff.
It didn't really work for me. I couldn't get him to move.
Well, you can't use a proto shield because that has no shield bump. But
I don't use the proto shield. I use the barb.
No, then shield bump better. Go.
I'm sorry, shield bumping is not my forte. I'm not one of the lucky ones who happens to have a giant freaking turtle being used as their shield.
I don't either. I think I use a swift strike normally. But anyways, so I have one other really sad thing. You guys may have seen if you hang around me enough and or see me in game that I have a secondary like expensive costume. It's like this angel costume. It's a Vita Suit Deluxe, and it's got like the divine Valk wings, and it was a magic hood which matches the color. It had the prismatic halo that I was gifted a while ago, and some glasses. And it was really nice. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and craft this magic. I crafted another magic hood, so I have 2 magic hoods now. You can probably see where this is going already. One of them is accessorized for costume, one of them is not. And I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and make my Chaos Cal now. So I went and I crafted the magic hood into an elemental hood, the 3-star version.
Yeah.
And I go to my inventory, and I have a plain magic hood and an elemental hood with a prismatic halo and glasses. And rip magic hood. So, I guess I'm going to end the day with a Chaos Cal that has a prismatic halo and glasses. So I guess it's not totally bad if I'm using it in lockdown. Yeah. But I guess it's Rip Angel costume. I no longer have that costume. The one that I really wanted to...
Have it. Oh, you no longer have it.
Because I don't have a helmet for it.
You used the wrong one?
Yeah, it crafted the one that had the accessories on it.
Oh. Wouldn't it have pulled up something to tell you that you're using the wrong one?
No, you gotta look and see when it says like...
You have to go to inventory and toggle it.
Yeah, you have to toggle it purposely. I honestly didn't even think that it would do that. But it did. And sad days.
You don't have to necessarily bring it all the way up to 5-star, though. You could leave it at 3-star if you wanted to.
I don't want to, though, because it looks good with, like, the white and the gray of the magic hood, with the red of my personal color. That looks good.
Decraft.
But elemental hood is, like, green and blue.
Yeah, it's that green color with the weird stars on it.
Yeah.
It's like who came up with that design?
Well, it's not meant to be a
green with stars
long-term costume.
Unbind accessory. Yeah, that is an option now. I'd need to check the price for a helmet.
Pretty expensive.
Helmet top, though. Helmet top's generally pretty expensive because
Made
that includes
headbands.
vertical vents, halos.
Armor back is like crazy.
Yeah, armor back's the most expensive.
My wings will never come off. I'll never be a
probably
fallen
really
angel.
expensive considering the fact that there's the ones for armor back are really, really significant. I mean, anti-personnel spikes, power pistons, ruinous crystal, those things are hard to find.
Absolutely. Clipic...
Hollow wings.
Clipic does say, make it a Divine Veil / Greyfeather. No, I would cry, because to make it a Divine Veil, Greyfeather doesn't have a halo. Divine Veil does, and it overrides the halo you have, which means rip prismatic halo. No, I don't want to do that, please. I'd like to keep what I invested in that prismatic halo. Ugh.
Wait, if you were to get the one with the halo already in it, would it get rid of the halo?
I think it overrides it. Yeah.
Like it completely gets rid of it from the item itself?
I believe so, yes.
That sucks!
Yeah. So instead, I'm going to make it into Chaos, which still has a helmet top and a helmet front slots. So I'll just have a halo when I go to full Chaos Bomb in Lockdown or something like that.
Yay.
But anyways.
You could always get a Heavenly Iron and go dual halo.
Yeah, I could do that too. Oh, that would be
Interesting.
interesting, wouldn't it?
Double
Heavenly,
halo.
you can't put a halo on Heavenly Iron, though.
You
can
can't defeat the double
No.
halo of Madison Clay. He
Yeah.
is...
I also can't wear 2 helmets, but you know.
He's a super angel.
Although, since I'll never be able to afford the armor back,
That
I will
explains his
want to
angelic
become a fallen
break.
angel and get my
Limit
wings
break.
ripped off.
And then, if I ever get my Violet Chap, I'm actually going to change my primary costume. Away with the Angel, away with the Frosty stuff, and I'm going to be using that. But I need to get it first.
Yeah.
So, I have some 3,000 energy now, but, still.
I don't know. Is that going to be... Would that be enough?
No, it's not enough.
You need like 20,000 energy.
What's the average one go for?
I don't know. I'd have to do some calculators. Hey, live stream chat, get on that while we start talking about the news. Tell me,
Artex.
how much energy would you need for a chap that'll usually go for about 700,000 crowns?
700.
Go. Overheard at Warcraft Man. From the helmet of someone who likes some creature that brawls as a horn to fight with or something like that.
The helmet is supposed to be resembling to a demon called
Let's walk through the history here real quick of what we've missed. There's not much, but we had a patch on April 16th, 2014, where recovery accessory tickets can be purchased from the Accessorizer, they said, even though the Accessorizer has a name, but never mind.
The accessorizer.
The Accessorizer. And they improved client performance when new monsters and elements spawn in a dungeon.
So they don't spawn and go...
Yeah, that's the only thing I can assume from that, because usually when you first start up the game, like, the first time you encounter any object, it has to load that object into memory, and so it lags for a while. Like, usually the first monster spawn you hit causes a huge lag spike for you, and then, like, the first loot that drops causes another one.
Special monster power. Lag.
Yep. When they do a power, when you use your sprite, each of those things the first time causes lag, so I'm thinking this is what they're trying to fix.
Same thing with the focus attacks, too.
Yep. Oh no, I had Zang turned way down. Sorry. Okay, now you're
I'm
back.
a whisperer.
He is, so sorry, we didn't hear Zang in the calculations of the energy. Whoops. Oh well. 10,000 is what we said, is what I would
Yeah,
need.
it's
And I have
10,000. How many did you
3,000.
say you have?
3,000.
You're a third of the way there. You'll be fine.
Getting there. We had another patch the week later, the Wednesday later, April 23rd, improved client performance when new monsters/elements spawn in a dungeon. So,
Oh, yet another one.
It improved it further.
Then again, I'm running in compatibility mode for the sake of my computer now, and to be honest, it seems to run pretty fine.
yeah, mine runs okay. It runs better. I noticed it running much better. Like, the lag is less, but
Yeah,
obviously it's still
definitely
there.
less. I mean, it still lags on that first step in, but it doesn't lag as much afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Next, we had the put hand on face, hop into spring bunny promotion.
Okay, everyone, cue facepalm. Who thought this was a good idea?
Girls and boyfriends.
No!
Yes.
If I had a girlfriend in-game, I wouldn't even buy her one of these stupid things. It looked so hokey.
Yet I've seen it. I have
I know.
not done this, but you do not want this to happen, and yet it did.
It's literally it's Valentine's Day, but later, and it's stupid. It's stupid. Whoever bought something for their girlfriend in game is an idiot.
Okay.
Don't go too
Wait.
far.
The
Who bought something for their girlfriend in game?
the opinions of Zang do not necessarily represent the opinions of the Skylark Elite and the Arsenal
Who
podcast.
bought something in game for someone
didn't.
else?
I didn't, but you don't call people stupid on
Yeah.
the podcast.
Well,
I'm simply asking who did. I don't mean it to be rude. It just seems like a cop-out. That's all I'm saying. I apologize for saying the term stupid. I apologize for using the word stupid. I will say financially challenged.
Yeah. In the meantime, yeah, look,
I probably lost like 5 fans there. God.
I have five fans. That's huge. So about it, these were prize boxes that were purchased with only money. They were blooming prize boxes, and they contained accessories themed around a gentle green and pink color palette, mainly pink,
And bunny things.
and bunny things. So you had like whiskers, which are hardly noticeable, to be honest, to me.
They're
but I'm
just
not
lines
zoomed
on
in.
your face.
Yep. Dust bunny tail, which sits like way up in like the small of your back. It's not actually like coming out of your butt. Even it's like way up,
It's
halfway
like a
up your back.
tumor, basically.
Yeah, it's like what? Why is it up there? It's imagine a plume
It's
where they missed or something.
It's the opposite of the ruinous crystal.
Yeah, something like that. And
a
and
fluffy-
Spirit of spring.
yep, something like that. It's pretty close. And bent vertical vents. So the extra vertical vents, but one
Yeah.
of the ears is bent over like a cute bunny. Aww.
It's so cute.
Also
Yeah.
makes me wonder why we have robotic bunny ears and what that means for who Spell Knights actually are. But, you know,
Birds.
whatever. Someone get on that lore.
The Easter Bunny is a knight.
Yeah.
I make immediate speculation. We're animals.
The Easter Bunny is a evil.
Tinkinzar equals Easter Bunny. Write the fanfic, someone.
Yeah, it's a good
You know,
time.
the only thing that would have made this like short little thing, the promotion, a little bit more entertaining would be if you were to go in game and fight against monsters and they had bunny ears. That would have made this like 10 times more entertaining.
I wanted a daily danger mission with that new monster pocket, whatever it was called, the Hoptimer. There was a new monster pocket for a Devilite, a white Devilite with bunny ears. Like, can we have the, not Save Winterfest, can we have like the Save Spring Hoptimer mission?
There's
Something?
another monster pocket.
There's a fourth one, yeah. White
It's a
Devilite
white
with bunny ears.
Devilite with bunny ears.
And whiskers, yes. It's easily the ugliest of the four, but don't tell it I said that.
Life. I am done with life.
Yeah.
That is the mark. That is the mark. That all of my depression. All of my depression.
Yeah, if you haven't already, go watch the movie Night at the Lepus. It's a good Easter movie.
Who wants to wear a Devilite, which is one of the most, pardon my French, asinine creatures in the game? They're ugly. They're evil. Putting a
Yeah.
pair of bunny ears on them and making them white does not make them adorable.
Glacies says, well, if Tinkinzar is the Easter Bunny, then the core is an egg. And I guess the catalyzer is an egg launcher? I don't know. Blossom Aura got added. Now back to real things. And it leaves like blooming flowers in your path. It's actually pretty awesome.
Perfect
Actually,
for
that
when
was
you're
kind of
getting
cool.
ready to
The
get married
animation
to your
gives a precedent
in-game
at it.
person. I don't know. God damn. Why?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Why is this a thing? The flowers trailing behind.
It looks nice. Like,
I'm not
seriously.
saying it's not.
It's a thing because springtime. Come on.
I'm not saying
Live
it's
a little.
bad thing. I was just making a comment onto what it could be used.
It can be used to track flowers all over the metal grounds of the Clockworks. It's hilarious. That's what it's used.
What I said obviously went overhead.
I think so. Sorry.
That's
We
fine.
had a Lord Hood saying... Never mind.
It's
it looks
fine.
nice.
It is. It's not. I actually haven't seen it, but I'm pretty sure, considering what I'm seeing, is probably be entertaining.
Yep. There is a GIF that Spiral Knights posted, and if you check their social media, I think they have a GIF of what it looks like, so that's nice. Now, we are an analysis podcast, or at least we try to be, so the only money thing, you could buy these boxes, they didn't come with energy, it was only money, so what that exactly meant, we had to sit around and think for just a little bit. But one of the things it did was it kept the energy inflation from happening that usually accompanies these updates, because when like Echo of Silence people and people that like have money to throw at their screens spend a lot of money to get all these boxes, they also get bazillions and bazillions of energy.
Yeah.
And a lot of that enters the market and makes the CE market, the energy CE, yes, it's the CE market, Crowns market, go crazy, and it remained stable this time. So that was one thing that it did. The only other thing I could think of was that you could actually, Spiral Knights could deliver them for cheaper. So that if you were someone who did have a girlfriend, or were a girl, or if you're a guy that's into this kind of thing, then you could do that and purchase it, and it wasn't that much money.
Girls love pink things. Yeah.
That's what I saw. That's most of what I saw from the people that were buying this. Was the the money-only model offered the easiest way for the girl appeal and or the boyfriend appeal of, I'll buy this girl a pink thing. Girls love pink things. So regardless of how rich your knight was, like not 3,200 energy per box, it's dropped $3. And
Yeah,
there you go.
It was just a money drop. The money drop does make a bit of sense, I guess.
A bit.
But when people didn't actually want to throw money at their screens, because not all of us can, Echo of Silence.
Yeah, it's true. Though if you do have an extra one, buy Glacy's a pink thing. He likes pink stuff.
I don't have any of the boxes. In fact, I let this particular promotion just kind of go over my head after seeing like the first screenshot of it. The moment I saw the bent bunny ears and what looked like buck teeth and whiskers, I was just like, no.
I give up.
No, there's a fine line, and I have drawn it at this point.
And there's no way for us to know the sales of these things, but we do know that a lot of people bought them because we're seeing them around. But they said, we don't know if it's, we didn't make enough money off of this, so let's extend the due date, or if it's, we're making lots of money on this, so let's extend the due date, or if it's, let's extend the due date because we always extend the due date. Or the end date. I kept saying due date, but replace all of those with end date. Because it ends, it was going to end last week, but now it's going to end this week on April 29th of this year. So, they said, due to your, whatever, it was some, like, fluffy thing. Let me actually look it up. Due to your
Bunnies?
lovely responses to this box, Spiral HQ is extending the Blooming Prize box through April 29th. So, that's in 2 days. So, the end of Tuesday. Depending on where you are. Or the beginning of Tuesday. Who knows? So, we don't know what the reason is for that, but it got extended. In the meantime, there's also the Spiral Knights, the spring cleaning flash sales that's lasted over this weekend, ending today. There's a log on the forums, as always, for in the general discussion thread that will not be in the show notes because I don't want to go and find it, but it has all of the all of what was up there, and doesn't look like Knights of the Rose costumes are going to be up there. Sad face. But there have been wings,
You'd
and
think that with the spring coming, they would have put them in.
possibly, but who knows? Yeah, roses. Come on, Sprout Knights. Roses, spring. Come on, get the association
Make
here.
it happen.
Yeah. What else was up there? They had wings. They had the bent vertical vents. They had.
It looked like they were giving out. They had sales for keys.
Yeah, they did have keys up. They had fire crystals up, and a bunch of other things. So that's still going. If you want to log onto the game right now, you can see what they have. I think what's up right now is wings, some kind of wings. I could be wrong. They'll tell me in the chat, and I'm going to tell us in the
If they
chat.
put up anti-personnel spikes at any point, they probably won't. But if they ever do on the sale, someone let me know.
Yeah,
Because I want them. I want them bad.
they're going to be so dang expensive though.
I know, but I'd be
Like-
willing to pay up just to get them because honestly, they're like the one thing I really want to put on my costume.
Like $20 expensive, starting from 0 energy. But
Jeez.
yeah, it's expensive.
Well, how much do you get for dropping $20 as far as energy goes?
Someone look it up. I've got like the live stream is our secretary, so they'll do stuff for us. Like, look it up. Tell us. In the meantime, a good day for a night video contest results came in this week, and our YouTube channel, won the contest. So yeah,
Yay!
that was fun. So the print is coming, and when it comes, we'll be sure to show it off on the show and all that, so you guys can see whatever the sign print is. The contest did run and gave a bunch of prismatic and volcanic and divine things, accessories and stuff like that, and it also gave the first place winner a signed print of something. They weren't very clear, so I guess we'll be getting that in the mail at some point, and so the video did win. Shout out to Huvan, who is in this stream right now. Maybe? Yes, he is. He took third, and Mazareth, who took second. Both of those guys could have easily taken first also. It would have been a tough decision for Sprout Knights, the crew, to figure out, because they were all great, and there were lots of other ones too. We put some of the ones that didn't win on the Community Spotlight. I did the Community Spotlight playlist of the Arsenal Podcast channel, so if you go to youtube.com/ScleElite, you can watch some of the ones that we thought were good. And that should be that. The forums did hit 100,000 posts this week, so now the nodes, or is it one? Yeah, the nodes are 6 digits long now when you create a new one. Hooray for that. And also...
Yay. Applause, applause, applause.
Whoa, Lady Gaga references. I actually got that one. Oh, it's going to be the picture of, what Bosco twerking? Please no. You will remember...
If you're in the chat, get on that.
3 weeks ago, we were talking about this book that we have here. It's still here. This How to Make Boom Bomber Guide. But it's still dripping in. It's still slightly wet with nitroglycerin, and we don't want to bring it here just yet, because we don't want to explode and die. So
Why is it wet with night? I'm not at... Nope.
I don't know either. That's how it came out of the lockbox. I don't know who opened the lockbox last episode 74. But whoever did, it's their fault.
This is why we can't This is why we can't have nice things, because we let other people into our building, and we let them work, and we let them do things to our stuff.
Like, cover our book about bombs and gasoline. Yeah.
Yes.
So we will deal with
such a
bombs and basic bomber guide strategy, stuff like that, another time. In the meantime, I'll keep working on the bomb tier list. But there we go. Now we have a sprint question this week. This is a quick question. You give your answer, you explain your answer, and you have less than 60 seconds to do it. This question comes from Sky Scythe, and he asks, what is the most illogical monster in the... Did we already answer this?
I don't think so.
The most illogical monster in the game. Chat, quick, tell us, did we answer the most illogical monster in the game question already? I feel like we did.
I don't know.
Yeah, yes, you did. Oh, well,
You did?
those are
Oh,
all
okay.
from one person. In the meantime,
Yes,
Glacies...
yes.
Whoa. In the meantime, transmutations, not Glacies. Glacies is in the chat. We're skipping transmutations this week at a lack of having them. We're happy to feature your idea if you have something you want to see added to the game.
Why don't you do one of the other spring questions?
Oh, we will. Maybe you're talking about Gremlins. Yes, I answered this with you guys. Goodbye, Fire Lux, which sounds like Lux with a fire skin. I don't know. Never mind. Lux, as in the Lucent Singularity Lux.
Oh, yeah. A fire skin would be kind of interesting for her.
That'd be interesting. Never mind. We're not a League of Legends podcast. There's many of those out there already.
Yeah.
All right, so, we're skipping transmutations. If you want to have your ideas heard on the show, then please email us at arsenal@skillelite.com. You can send any of us in-game mail or in-game tells, and we'll try and get them on the show notes, assuming they pass like a basic standard of quality test, like reasonableness and stuff like that. So, the sprint question, the new sprint question, since apparently we already did the old one, is what weapons best complement your playstyle? This was also asked by Sky Scythe. So what weapon or weapons best complement your playstyle? I can answer this one, I guess, first, because I have an answer off the top of my head.
Go ahead.
Which is probably Dark Briar Barrage, because A, I like bombing, and B, I like knockdown. Or Acheron, because damage is beautiful, and Acheron is probably the most reliable source of damage in the game at this point against a neutral monster type. So, Acheron or Barbarous Thorn Bomb to Dark Briar Barrage. Yeah, that.
There you go, buddy.
Thank you. I try. What about you guys?
I think people could take probably only need one guess to assume which one is mine. And honestly, the reason I like the Mighty Great Cleaver is because it not only it forces you to have to pace yourself with your swings. You have to choose and time when to attack, and if you time it just right, the results are glorious. Damage, destruction, and pain. And I like that because I like being able to analyze what's going on and then strike hard and basically eradicate everything within the radius of my attack.
Right.
Because
what
damage is fun.
What UV did we roll on your cleaver?
Cooldown reduction.
Was that it? We
Charge
should keep
time
rolling
reduction.
on that thing. Get it an ASI of some kind.
If I can, I will. Hopefully I can.
Well, let's get you back on stream and get all the donations in, and hopefully they'll hit 20,000 crowns.
You mean where everyone's sending me in crazy
Yeah, that.
like everyone's sending me 69 dark shards. Please don't do that again.
Yeah. Send actual things we
Please
could
don't do
use.
that.
Like, literally, if you send us stuff like that, it's just a loss of 100 crowns to you, because it just goes into our inventory, and then, like, your 1,000 minus 69, and our 1,000s plus 69.
Honestly, to be able to keep the charge time reduction, I would have to get 75,000. Right now, I'm currently sitting on like 45,000. I'm not begging, but honestly, I would really like to get that second one without having to get rid of the first. I'll do it myself.
Welcome back. No one's seen the man for, episode 50. Right after episode 50, 54 was when it happened. So how many episodes is that? 20. GFJ members back. Maybe?
They're back.
I don't know.
Oh wait, no, Jim's
He's
back.
in the show, in the live stream. He's not been here in like 20 episodes because reasons. I
Really?
don't know.
I thought I saw him on a couple days ago playing.
No, he plays. Yeah, he's still around. He made a 2048 Spiral Knights edition like game. That was cool.
Oh.
But, okay, well, I'll talk to that guy later. In the meantime, Lord Hood, what weapons best complement your playstyle?
M32 grenade launchers.
Wait, what did he say?
GG.
M32 grenade launchers, that's what I said. Oh, you're in Spiral Knights. Oh, probably just swords.
Lord Hood.
Swords? Just can you have a sword with like the handle has like a grenade launcher mount underneath it?
Thunk, thunk. A sword with a
Maybe
sword.
in exchange of being able to shield, you can fire out little grenades.
It would be a sword with a bayonet attachment.
Why? Why?
Because
You don't
reasons.
need- No, you don't need that.
Double stabby stab.
Why don't you just get yourself a staff? Then have 2 stabbies on both ends.
Darth Maul version, or Darth Maul
Yeah,
esque.
Darth Maul sword.
Alright. Cool. And then swords otherwise, you say?
Yeah, just any sword.
Okay. Alright, well, I guess we move on to our Spiral Order Recon then. Spiral Order Recon.
I got it. Yikes.
I like that song an incredible much, I'll be honest. Dexter Britton composed that and put it up for people to use under Creative Commons license. So if you want to check out Dexter Britton, Britton is in the place, location, Dexter as in Dexter, and look him up on, he's on Bandcamp, is the most reliable place to find him. You can get all his music for free, and a lot of it you can use, so check that out. That's a great song. It's called Country Trouble, if you want to track it down. Good stuff. Alright, speaking of promotions, let's promote some videos and art. So we have Gameplay Flix' Spiral Knights, the Heavy Deconstructor demonstration, which is, of course, the 4-star bomb that he recommends to get if you are hopeful that one day the Heavy Deconstructor will eventually get a 5-star version. Otherwise, probably...
Will it ever get a 5-star version?
I don't know. We had a major missions update. Then 2 years later, we have the major gunner update. So maybe 2 or 3 years down the line, we'll get the major bombs. That's the word. Yes, bomber update.
Moms,
And we'll get a bazillion other things for bombs. That would be cool.
Still banking on that new weapon.
There's new weapons, Zang. I promise. There's lots of new things. Like, seriously, lots.
Okay, wait. Well, the thing is, I don't drop $2 on Spiral Knights every day, unfortunately. So I don't know what ends up happening in the good old public beta server.
No, I don't either. But I have people that are happy to tell me, primarily Greenlink and Sky Scythe, and Glacies.
Tell me things. No one
Well,
tells
you
me
should
things.
ask. In the meantime, though, yeah, I react that way, not because you don't know or anything like that. It's because I think there's too many things. But
Oh, too many things.
Yeah, but we can
Too
talk
many things.
afterwards when we're not on the air.
That's fine.
Yeah, so check out Gameplay Flix' video. His link and all of the rest of them will be in the show notes for this episode, which you can find on our website at sklayelite.com/arsenal. We'll be there. We have Ratman is in Portal. Happy Hum, a good day for a night contest. And it is not a song.
No, it's a good day for a night contest.
Oh, well, no, I misspelled that. There. Fixed. Contest. And this video is actually, like, you know how people do the I don't want to say generic to, like, put people down that do it, but the general, put a skybox up, put some knights in the skybox, and, like, film it as you record whatever you're recording with your knights in Spiral Spy, and you get an animation. Like some of the basic stuff that HRPV does or Surging Sybil does or people like that. This is not like that. This is a little bit unique and different. Doesn't use skyboxes, stuff like that. And it's really nice. It's fun. It's got a nice little sense of humor. So if you didn't check out the A Good Day for a Night contest, at least check out these entries, please, because they're good. Along with the winners, because all the winners were excellent, too. Zentex, A Sweet Day for a Night, is probably the best anime, like, for timing and stuff. You know how we had the Spiral Knights anime big whoop-de-doo, where we had all the intros, and I made my intro, and we were trying to time it with music and stuff. This is like that, except the animation quality of, like, the knights that are dancing and stuff here is on point. It's great. They're dancing to the beat, basically, which is hard to do with Spiral Spy if you've ever used it before. So, check that out. Excellent stuff. That video was really fun. Could have won. Should have probably placed. I don't know. It's probably in the top 5. I can't say that. There were lots of good entries. Oh, goodness. Okay.
Yeah, there were a lot of entries in there.
There were a lot of them, and a lot of them were good.
A lot of people wanted that prismatic topper.
Yep. If anyone wants it, send me an offer. Tokti's How to Draw a Dust Bunny. This is an art piece. It's more a humor piece. And you should definitely look at it for yourself. But why are there 5 people in our show notes? What is going on?
In order,
I need to change the link to the show notes again. There should only be 4. Okay.
in order to understand how to draw the dust bunny, you must first understand the dust bunny itself and its simple lifestyle.
We have Zang. Oh man, Zangrius is the next League of Legends champion. There's Zangrius, there's ZangBot 3000, 2000.
Please don't.
There's Zang.
Please don't.
Someone do it.
No.
4 powers, a passive,
No.
3 powers, and ultimate. Make the Zang champion. Go. Anyways, this dust bunny, it's like, step 1, draw a circle. Step 2, add 2 carrot shapes for the ears. Step 3, add the details. Go check it out. It's funny. Deadly Flans. Static Dead Knight is the last one. And this is just a nice looking piece. There's 6 people in the show notes. What is going on? Why are you people doing this? I need to... okay. We'll fix this after the show. I'm sorry. The Dead Knot picture, it just looks really nice. It honestly almost looks computer rendered from the 3D standpoint. The perspective is really well done. The shading is really well done. It looks really nice. Like, oh my goodness. Did someone post the link to the show notes? Why are there 9 people here?
I didn't do it. Well, I can't do that.
Oh. Well, no, the link did get posted. Oh, green link. Nice job, man.
Now we have to...
Nah, it's okay. I'll change it out. I already have these episodes.
Blank.
This episode, there are people like running over our show outline now. So I will create a new one, and we can all bookmark a new one. No, 10 people, and I have the records to this one
There's
saved.
more
Just
people in the show notes than there are in the chat.
yeah, just don't change what we've already gotten down to Bizarre Banter. Speaking of which, we're also probably gonna skip. No, should we do Bizarre Banter? It's the Warden
I'd
gear.
like to talk about Bizarre Banter.
All right, let's talk about Bizarre Banter. Let's jump into this.
Okay.
Check out all the links again on the website. Please go watch them all and look at them all. They're all great. Bizarre Banter. So, the Bizarre Banter discussion here is wrong. It should be the Warden gear, Warden costumes. So this is...
Well, that kind of makes it so I lose. But yeah,
We talked about the iron stuff last time. I don't know if you remember.
I'm still on that conversation. I would have liked to say that I was happy with the people who redirected me towards using the Iron Wolf costume instead of what I was using initially, because now I look a lot better.
I believe you actually did say that when we talked about it last show, but I don't know. Or the time... never mind.
Okay.
Cool. Well, we did have some giveaways
Maybe.
for the iron stuff. We're now on the Warden things, and you know what? I'd talk about these, but I don't have an exhaustive list of them all, to be honest. All of the...
Well,
Yeah, I like them, but
essentially, I
can't afford
think
to
the
use them.
gist of it is Guardians shrunken down to Knights.
It's like Farron. And the Warden.
It's a bunch of... Let me see if I can find some of these things, because the other issue is not all of them are...
For anyone who ever wanted a horse head, the horse head that you could never really actually get because they only lasted for a short amount of time and could never actually be owned permanently, you can now get one of them if you have one of the Warden helmets, because
Yep.
the Warden helmets happen to make you look like one of the Guardians.
Yeah, I'm trying
They're
to
the
think...
closest thing, unfortunately, to the Trojans, because they both have horse heads. And to be honest, I like these costumes. I like the fact that they got kind of like that bulky look to them. You do kind of look like a miniature version of a Guardian.
And if you are uninformed, because I was, so I just looked it up just now, which is why I was doing my stuttery yay thing, because I can't multitask and stuff like that. This is the horse guy that you can find at Moorcroft Manor in Emberlight, standing by the colored thing. He's probably in other places too, but he's the guy with the big
the
shield that
huge
says,
flag on
hey,
his
you can't
back.
come through here yet. Or you can come through here yet.
I'm surprised they didn't make that flag that they seem to have on their backs a back accessory. That would actually be kind of interesting.
That'd be kind of cool. They had some other things, though, plumes and
It's not an
horsetails.
opportunity to give us the Guardian shield as a legitimate weapon or something.
Yeah. Glacy's pun
I mean,
is,
who wouldn't have wanted to
nay.
carry one of those shields around?
Yeah. Glacy says, nay, you may not pass. Nay, horse, puns. It's Glacey's fault.
Shall not pass.
Anyways, so yeah, this came with the Colossal Box promotion, which happened in January of 2014, so pretty recently, actually. We actually talked about these. Oh, Ruinous Crystals, that's what else got added during this. And the Belforas. But anyways, if you want to look like a permanent Trojan head, basically, except different, you can go ahead and pick these up. There you go. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think, Zang, you hit it right on the head. And then hurt your
can you
fist
still
because
find them
the
in the
heads
auction? I think if you can, they're still pretty expensive, though.
Yeah, though they're more recent, though, so it's not like you're trying to track down Surge stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Because the Surge stuff will probably remain expensive forever.
Incredibly
it's hard
so.
to find. But honestly, I did like these because of the fact that they really reflected what it was that they were supposed to be, reflecting. You're getting essentially what you're looking for when it comes down to it.
That's true. Alright, so the next week, wiki.com/armor. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted here with trying to keep people from, destroying our show notes. So thank you for heading the charge of sorts, Zang. It's the Tortodron shields, which we never talked about in depth. So we need to get back to the Trojan shields next week, assuming there's not guns. If there are new guns, we will be tackling new guns in Bazaar Banter. But until then, we will need to discuss the Tortodron shields. So that will be
this discussion. I mean, I didn't get to actually have one, but there's plenty to talk about with them, I guess.
There is indeed. So let's wrap this one up. Sorry for the derpiness here. I'm trying to deal with the live show right now. So my apologies to you listeners that are listening after the fact. Let's finish this one up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your unique variants.
So, the big thing that happened, the other thing that happened, I feel like I've talked myself to death on this one, so I kind of don't want to talk about it anymore, but you can go to sklyelite.com/arsenal/tierlist, TIERLIST, and check out the swords list that I put together. I'm now working on the bombs list, but this is a ordered suggestion of, this is the first time I've been able to talk about this on the podcast, so I'll give it a quick rundown. But it's an ordered suggestion of if you are a new player, and or an old player looking for lots of damage crossed with lots of utility, what weapons should you... It's the crossroads of those three: new players, damage, and utility. What weapons should you choose first? Second, which weapons can you not go wrong with? Which weapons are gimmicky but okay? And then which weapons should you not get? I set in a certain order. This does not reflect anyone who uses these weapons. This is not a strategy guide. This is not your tier list. So if you wanted to do things different, I'm sorry. But it is what it is. So if you want to check that out and or point your new friends to it, because that's kind of the goal, you can go ahead and check that out. It's just swords up there right now, but I will be following it also for Maximus Efficiency, which is my alt knight whose adventures of the free-to-play night you can see at youtube.com/sklyelite, among other things. We should have Lord Hood and Zangrius show back up on that channel sometime. It's just me doing videos for a while now.
Which?
Our YouTube channel.
Well, I'd be happy to do that. I mean, I only showed up in one episode.
Your computer...
No, wait, two. What? Two? I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you guys post the shopping list?
Yeah, that's all up there.
Oh, I need to find those.
Yeah, go check those down.
I need to find those so I can watch them. Because I didn't get to watch mine.
Go watch yourself.
Yay! I don't know why I like to, because I like to see what I did wrong, and then I like to compare it to what I actually can do in the next time around.
Yep. And that should be everything. Oh, if you want to watch Shopping List, it's a competitive YouTube series between a bunch of people. YouTube.com/ButtonMashEmpire. Sir Jinxable's channel was supposed to join us. Surely you know about him. And ours. Sir Jinxable's files got corrupted. Blah, blah, blah. But, yay for Shopping List. SKSL. So you can watch that too if you want. Just random promotion. And other shoutouts. Speaking of shoutouts, let's shout out and then finish the show.
Okay.
Because my segues are awesome. I'm going to shout out to Kaerap at Sacred Boom Kid on Twitter. And Sir Grant.
Crap.
What?
Crap.
That's mean. He's here now.
Crap.
He's
Yeah.
listening to the show. He's in the live stream now, so don't be mean. At Sacred Boomkin and Sir Greenlink, which is at Greenlink93. You guys can check them out on Twitter if you are into that. And then those are their night names as of current until Kairap gets his hands on a night name change pass or something like that, or decides to, I don't know, for the Shadow Lair run. So thanks, guys. That was fun. And I lament the fact that all of the Shadow Lairs except the Snarblacks are and Mercury. Okay, lots of the Shadow Lair stuff is not actually worth crafting, especially with the Gunner update before. So I didn't craft anything at the Sanctuary machine. I just got my Celestial Ore, and that was that. Also, it seems completely counterintuitive to me that slimes would drop ore. Like, slimes would drop...
Perhaps their cores have solidified. Have solidified after age to the point where they actually form into a form of metal.
Celestially.
Perhaps when they consume something,
Yeah.
what they consume is integrated into their core, and if they consume enough metallic objects, perhaps it transforms into a metallic form.
Yeah, maybe they
So
were...
that would beg the question:
Yeah.
Why isn't there a fusion of jelly and construct where they happen to, well, not exactly construct, but some type of metal?
Could be it. HRBB in the chat says rock jelly.
That is true. Oh, that's like the ultimate evolution of the jelly, where essentially it's just it's a block. It's a snail. It's a snail. It's a block with a foot.
There you go. And did you happen to see anyone that you guys want to shout out to with your not really playing?
I'm gonna shout out. Wait, I'm gonna shout out to if I can shout out to anyone.
Well, that's the end of episode 76, everyone. Thanks for listening. I am so
well,
mean.
that's fine.
Oh, let's...
I understand. You don't want my opinion.
Dude, your opinions rock.
I don't really know what to say. I don't really have anyone that I can shout out to.
I think my pun just fell. No one got it. But his opinions rock. Yeah.
Exceptionally.
Too late. Too soon. Too late. All right. If you want, you can call us and tell us things at 1-678-322-7765. You can call us there. You can find us on Steam. Our Steam group is the Arsenal Podcast with Skylite in parentheses. You can join. You can find out when we stream, find out when we podcast, find out when we have in-game events, which feels like we might have one after this show since there's so many people here. But we'll see. You can email us at arsenal@skylite.com. You can check out this episode and the links in this episode and all of the other episodes of the Arsenal Podcast at skylite.com/arsenal. You can find all the more recent ones, plus a bunch of fun adventures and things like that at youtube.com/skylite and twitch.tv/ladson_sklay is where we stream occasionally. Both Zang's been on there. Lord Hood, have we streamed with you before? I don't think we have we?
So, for a little bit.
For a little bit. Alright, well there we go. And someone just
Four of my
posted...
Steam friends just got on Spawn Nights.
There you go. Someone just posted an Apocria in our show notes. An Apocrian Harvester. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, thank you everyone for listening. This show went south. Wow. But that's okay.
Oh my.
We had fun. Hey, no episode 70... Not non-episode 75 spoilers, because the Apocrian Harvester totally isn't in episode 75.
Who's in the episode 75?
Exactly.
Yes.
Alright, well thank you everyone for listening. Sorry that we spent so much time talking to the live stream audience, and less time talking to the later listening audience, the recorded listening audience. But we can close this anti-lockbox now by opening it, and...
No.
Oh, there's a black hole
all
inside.
The evil that is
We're all getting
spoilers.
sucked
You
in.
can't.
It's dark matter.
Goodbye. That was my way of trying to end the show. I think it sucked. Whoa, the puns. They hurt. Those are like basic level 1 puns.
Geared up and ready to go? Thanks for listening to the Arsenal, a Spiral Knights podcast. See links and listen to previous episodes on our website, skaleli.com/arsenal. Send comments, questions, and audio to arsenal@skaleli.com or give us a call at 1-678-322-7765.